Hello, my name is Gregory Moncayo.
Angela Dawn.
Will Ginson Stillion.
Bryce Brooks.
Joshua Rosenfield.
And we're here presenting Quia Maps application for the Android, and hopefully will be published on the Android market by the beginning of May, by the end of this term semester. So right now what we're just doing is we're all processing our ideas to make an Android application that'll be available for every Android user, where you can turn on your do not disturb whenever you reach a certain location or certain time, and it would turn it back off, your do not disturb, as soon as you either leave that location or you set it off to a certain time. So right now we're just going to be discussing our experience. So I'm a senior at Florida State University. I have programmed with a number of different languages, from Python, C++, Java, HTML, and many more.
Hi, Wilkins. I've programmed in C++, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and I'm always willing to learn more languages to contribute to the project.
My name is Angela. I'm a senior. I have some experience with Java and also Google API.
I'm Bryce Brooks. I have a lot of experience with C and C++ and some with HTML and a little bit with JavaScript. And I'll be overseeing the back-end portion of the JavaScript code.
I'm Joshua Rosenfield. I've mostly used C++, C, Java, and then assembly, and I'll be dealing with the front end of the application.
So everything that we have discussed so far is our experience and what we will be doing, and hopefully this is going to be everyone's first time using Git and GitHub, so everyone's going to have some common difficulties that we're going to have to experience with that, such as merging our code, making sure that we all have no segmentation faults before we merge our code through the GitHub website, and we're also going to learn how to pull and fetch data from the website as well, to make sure that everyone is reading the most current code when we are working on our problems. And anything else?
It's our first time making an app for all of us.
Yes, it's another challenge that we're facing is none of us have ever programmed any mobile development application, so this would be a first time using that, which would create a number of different obstacles that we will have to face throughout the semester that we will get through. Another thing that we're all going to be learning is APIs. So learning Google Map APIs to help track someone's certain location when they leave, and hopefully other APIs that will help us import stuff from calendars and other types of data sources that can be used. We will also be using an SQL database. Hopefully we'll be using the WW2 FSU database, where students are allowed free entry if used for necessary and for projects. So we will be using that to help users create an account and have a more social experience when they use something like this on a day-to-day basis. And
should we talk about things that already exist?
Yeah.
yes, so another thing that we would like to mention is other competitors that we have in our field, such as Apple. Apple has their own implement that was created with iOS 12, where you can turn on your do not disturb when you enter a certain location or a certain time of the day. Another thing that Apple does not have, though, that we will implement is they can turn it on, but they cannot turn it off, which is what we're going to be using. So if a user walks into a movie theater at 7:30 and he leaves at 8:50, his phone will, at 8:50 will be back to normal. No more do not disturb, it will not be on silence anymore. And another competitor that we have is IFTTT, which is a web service server that lets users do the same thing like Apple implemented, but it's only online. So we'll be using everything through the application as well.
One more competitor is an app called Silent, which pretty much, again, does the same thing, with the exception that it only lets you silence your phone at certain times, where we could silence our phone depending on the location we enter.
Is there anything else you can talk about? Okay. Well, this is our semester-long project, and this is what we will be working on, and we will overcome all the obstacles and face the problems head-on. Thank you so much.